Hello, Internet. I am Corione, your witch in residence here on YouTube. And today is November. And while spooky season is over and we head into that time known as Minter, um, I still reach for one of my favorites when it's getting cold. I reach for Hellboy, the 2004 Ron Perlman version, because it's about found family. For me, found family is super important. I had a unusual family in high school, and there was a lot of stuff going on. So a group of equal misfits took me in and treated me like a member of their family. So for all the times I crashed on a couch or visited till the late hours of the night, for the times we played Diablo 2 till 6 a.m., for the times when we went to, I think, Windsor to pick up a server, I'm truly grateful. Hellboy is about a found family. Okay, we have Hellboy, being played in this one by Ron Perlman, who, while having lived for at least 60 years at the time of the movie set, is still very much a teenager with a teenage boy range of emotions. But you can tell that he is a deeply feeling, deeply loving character, as evidenced by, for example, his love of cats and kittens and how gently he treats them. You have his brother, effectively, Abe Sapien, who must live in a water tank most of the time, but is always there to provide sage advice to his brother, even when he doesn't necessarily want to hear it but needs to. And then you have Liz, who is kind of his off again, on again girlfriend, also, a little bit of a sister who is there and has grown up and is trying to get her brother to take his place as a grown up in the real world. And I feel this. I feel this a lot because when we look at that family dynamic with a father figure who's definitely showing his years and is getting to the point where he's hit his end of life, we see that he deeply cares about all his children. He's the father figure to the group. Um, I had that kind of father figure too, where we might argue, we might fight, we might disagree, or go time without talking, but he's still my dad, and I still care about him a great, great deal. And he tried to keep the family together. He tries to take care of everybody and make sure that they're all there and all together. And even when they fight, that they fight like brothers and sisters. They don't fight like bitter rivals or enemies. When you watch the movie, watch how much all three of them care for each other, right? Abe being the older brother, trying desperately to get people to see how important it is that they calm down and show compassion and love for each other. You have Liz, who, while calm, has a deep inner fire, an inner rage that she tries to bottle up because she knows what happens if it gets loose. It could burn people she cares about and people she loves, literally being a pyrokineticist. So she has to take care of that. She has to hold in her emotions, her feeling, who she really is. And then you have Hellboy, who, for all his strength, for all his skill, for all his power, hasn't learned the wisdom yet to use it properly. And thus, the people around him do their very best to help him do just that. It's It's a heck of a difficult thing to do. But all three of them, when they work together, don't just see past each other's flaws and ignore them. They embrace those flaws and turn them to strengths. Liz's control allows her to be very select about what gets burnt. Abe's wisdom allows him to coordinate with the rest of the team and be where they need him before they realize they need him. And Hellboy's strength is used to protect his brothers and his sisters and the people he truly cares about. He's willing to go to dark places to fight the literal monsters at the gate because he cares so much about them. Not for duty, not for honor, not for glory, but fraternity, for his family. And I often think about, especially this month, about those who have served, like my mother and my father did. And I think about why they chose to serve. And in a lot of ways, I understand it. Instead of just viewing one or two people as their family, they view everyone as their family. Everyone they know and they care about, they're willing to put themselves at risk to help. I want to remind people of how important that is. Because not everyone gets it. Not everyone understands how important it is that some of us choose to put themselves on the line for others. That their found family is so big, they are willing to do the risky thing because they care. In the current world we live in, there is a lot of turmoil. And whether you agree with various conflicts going on or not, this is a time for people to stand up and say, I care so much about everyone else. I am willing to do the dangerous thing, the risky thing, to make sure that people get along. You should know that to that end, I have been reaching out to various Christian ministries in my area and try to build an accord with them. Try to make sure that all of us are on the same page, that what matters most is that people's spiritual needs are taken care of however they find that path. And I think that's very important. Even if you don't find yourself particularly spiritual, that's fine. Okay? First, thank you for coming to my channel more or less about positive spirituality. But also, thank you for being willing to listen and willing to see the positive. I know some days that's not easy. And I know that if we work together as a community, as a spiritual community, we can be what our community needs. Advisors, leaders, and that friend that people can rely on when they need to. We can be the found family for people that, for whatever reason, need one. You know, we are those wonderful weirdos that are willing to sit and listen and drag somebody to a celebration because they need to smile. If you're in the position to be that for somebody else, please reach out, okay? I joke around a lot that the only reason why I tend to be so extroverted is because I know what it is to be the introvert desperately hoping that some extrovert will adopt them and bring them into the fold. So I wear that mantle for them. I decide to be the fun uncle that is going to help them get through what they need to and then help them remember to enjoy life. Because all lives are sacred, all lives are precious, and we should be doing everything we can to support them, even when we may disagree on some matters. We can all agree that we should all be taking care of those who need taken care of, even if we disagree on who those people are. That's okay. There's room for us all. So long as we all are willing to accept that the other ones exist, that the other ones have a right to exist, that people who don't believe as you do have the right to do what they will, so long as they're not hurting anyone. That is what I want to suggest out to you guys. Be that friend, especially around this time, as we're moving into the holidays. And some people have a lot of difficulty dealing with the darker time of the year. Be that light for them. Be the brother or the sister they didn't know they needed, but desperately do. Be that person, because I know you can be that person. You are uniquely suited in all the world to be the surprise bestie nobody knew they needed. So go out, find your lost people, and be the person they need you to be. You guys can do it. You guys are awesome. I often say I have the best fandom in YouTube, and you guys prove me right time and time again. So please consider it. You don't have to, battle a Lovecraftian monster or, stop an invasion from hell. All you have to do is be that light in the darkness. Be the person that is willing to stand in between despair and hope, and let despair know that they can come a different day, but today you're going to hold it back. And do it for others, not because it's going to win you power or fame or glory, but simply because you are a kind person. Guys, I want to thank you very much. I'm working on a few specials still coming up that I hope you guys will embrace and enjoy. If you guys have any suggestions for topics, I've just gotten a few, and we may be doing a Zardoz special, though it may require me to get a little bit tipsy to watch it because, last time I watched it, it was something else. So, guys, thank you so much. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.